All right, everyone, how's it going? Egg here. Um, a lot of you, I've noticed, have been asking for videos on how to configure the Now Live bot on your servers. So that's what this is going to tackle here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, excuse me, give you guys a crash course on how to configure the bot. So what I've done is, let me close that out, is I created myself a test server. Okay, I've already invited Now Live, as you see over here, just me and Now Live, nobody else. By default, Now Live asks for administrative permissions. The reason for that is right now ease of configuration, because a lot of problems that happen um, with configurations in your guys' servers is actually because you guys don't give it admin, or you poke around with permissions here and there, giving it what you think it needs when it actually needs a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm not going to dig too deep into permissions. Right now, I just left everything as default. As you see, it's Now Live has the Now Live role right here. And just to kind of show you, Now Live role has nothing but administrator set. Administrator overrides everything else. So you don't need to check all this other random stuff, all right, when it has administrator permissions. It's just not needed. It's completely erroneous. All right. So if you don't know how to invite Now Live to your server, probably the easiest way to go about it is to go to the bot's website, which is nowlivebot.com. All right. So here is nowlivebot.com. It's got a whole bunch of little information and whatnot, including a command list, which I'm going to reference several times. And some free FAQs, which is where this video is going to be posted at. But right here, as soon as you go here, you're going to see a big blue button that says Invite Me. All right, you're just going to click on that. It's going to open a new window. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. All right, and then you're just going to pick whatever server. It's only going to show you the servers that you are able to invite it to. And the way it works off that is you have to either be the server owner, have the server admin permission, or the manage server permission. So only servers you have that permission in, it's going to list here, okay? Get rid of that. So we're just gonna go and dig right into it, all right? I'm gonna do most of my configuration, my general configuration right here in what I have as the general channel. Okay, a lot of people like to set up a private channel or something, to do configuration in so it doesn't disrupt your community, and that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Just make sure, you can see Now Live over here on the side, all right? And make sure Now Live can talk in that channel. The easy way to do that is to just type in there -NL space ping, P-I-N-G, and it will respond back with a nice little Forrest Gump quote there. All right, that's the easiest way to make sure that he's able to do basic configuration stuff in your private channel. Okay, so I don't have any other people here in the server with me, so I'm not going to be able to do this like I want to. But first thing you want to do is you're going to want to add your managers, all right? Now to see who's already a manager, you would do -NL list manager, and it's going to show you all the bot managers. And now, like I said, if people in your server have the admin permission or the manage server permission, they are automatically added as bot managers when you first invite the bot. Okay. And you guys might be wondering what this little trash can down here is for. It's just for easy deleting of a message that the bot spits out. It's the only reason for it. If you want to get rid of that, it's currently only possible by messing around with permissions. And if you guys have questions about that, just jump in the Now Live support server and we'll give you some help. All right. So if you want to add additional managers, what you're going to want to do, type -NL add, and then the @ mention of the person you want to add as a manager. Now, @everyone and @here does not work for managers. That's by design. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here and it's going to give me an error message back because I'm the only person in the server and I can't make now live a manager because bots aren't allowed to manage other bots. Yeah, see? I've already hired that manager, so I can't add myself already because I'm already in there. Okay, and I can't add now live because, you'll see, bots aren't allowed to manage other bots. I mean, it's not really a rule, but it's just good juju. Alright, we'll go ahead and clear that out. So that's how you would add a manager. Now to remove a manager, it's the same principle. -NL, remove, and then the @mention. Now I'm the server owner and the only manager, so it's going to give me one of two possible error messages. Yeah, you cannot remove the server owner from the manager list. That's just not possible. The other one would be, he's the only manager, so I can't remove him. Other than that, as long as they show up in the manager list, you can go ahead and remove them. Okay. So remember, NL add and NL remove is how you do your managers. Okay, with an @mention. Okay, now live comes in several different languages. English is by default because probably the largest user base of the bot is English speaking. But the bot does support Czech, French, German, Greek, Russian, Spanish, Vietnamese, and Estonian. Okay, so if you want to change that, the bot's default language, just do -NL botlang, all one word, and then the appropriate language. And you can use either the English spelling or the native spelling. All right. So I don't know how to type some of these in their native language, so I'm just going to use the English version. So we'll do Czech. Yep. And the bot will respond in Czech. And all responses will be in Czech. All right. And go back to English. I can't spell. German. And you can go from language to language, doesn't matter. I'm going to put it back in English because that's the only one I know how to read. Go ahead and clean this up a little bit here. Okay. Now, if you don't want the bot to send its announcements to the same channel that it gave its welcome message in, which is what I'll refer to as the default announcement channel. Okay, you can change your default announcement channel to any other channel the bot can see. All right, and to do that, just NO, the word config, and then derp derp derp. I'm brain farting. It's set default announce channel. I know that's kind of long. Okay, and then hashtag, which brings up your list of channels, and then you can have it go wherever. I'll just have it go into mixer config, and boom, it changes your default announcement channel to mixer config. Okay, I'm going to keep it the way it was. Okay. Now, the reason behind the default announce channel, right, is actually I'll get into that when I start configuring the platforms. Okay. Now, there's other things you can do as well. You can have the bot clean up after itself. There's 3 options for cleanup. Okay, none, which means it doesn't do anything. It just fires and forgets the message. All right. There's edit, where it'll edit the message to say that the stream has gone offline, and delete. All right, delete just completely removes the announcement. Okay, if you want to keep your server neat and tidy, I highly recommend using the delete option. And to do that, all you would do is -NL, cleanup, all one word, and then either none, edit, or delete. And so we're going to do delete. All right, now he's, sir, yes, sir. I will delete all my announcements. All right, that's what we want. You want to go ahead and delete announcements when the stream goes offline. Okay. Now, the bot also has several different ways to display the announcement. Okay, there's a no embed. All right, well, first of all, this is an embed right here. Let me go ahead and go to the Now Live server. This is what the full announcement looks like. It's got the line of text up here, which is your online message, and then this is the embedded rich content right here. Go away, there we go. All right, and now no embed will only show whatever you have set as your announcement message. Okay, small embed shows your announcement message and everything you see up to here. This big image at the bottom is not shown. Okay. Full embed, this is full embed right here. And then video embed, which is something unique. You can actually watch this the stream. If it's Twitch or YouTube, you can watch the stream in your server. I'm trying to think if I have any examples of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the RU server uses it. Where does he have streams at? Man, his server keeps growing. Da-dum-da-dum. Fortnite Black Desert General. Where does he have us at? Content, video. Oh, streams. Here we go. This is the video embed right here. Okay. It's very different from everything else. All right. Yes, I know this is in Russian, so if you don't speak or read Russian, you probably have no clue what it says. But this is your game title. This is the number of followers, and this is your total views. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. And this is the stream title. Here's your link. This is saying that Aces TV is now live. All right, so this is your video embed. Go ahead and jump out of his server before he gets mad that I'm in there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set it for small embed, just so it's something different, all right? So the way you do that is now NL. If I say now live compact, I mean -NL, okay? -NL compact, and then we're going to do small embed, if I can spell it right. Okay, so now we're only going to get the small embed. So when we start configuring platforms, you'll go ahead and you will see exactly what I'm talking about by the small embed. So moving along, we're going to skip the rest of the config command for right now. I just want to kind of touch over all the commands briefly. All right. If you need help, if you need support, okay, you type NL space Discord, and it's going to spit out that Discord link again. Okay. Just click the link here, bada bing, bada boom, and it'll take you over to here. Go ahead and delete that. I like keeping things clean, that's why I put the trash can in there. Now, if you need help, all right, you can get a full list of the bot commands. -NL space help. Now, these are all the various base commands. Now, some of these have subcommands, like config has numerous subcommands underneath it, as well as the platforms, Picarto, Smashcast, Twitch, YouTube Gaming. All right, they all have subcommands as well. So everything in blue are the main commands. I need to move mixer down because it's not beam anymore and shit. Yep, that high. Anyways, if you want to share the link with other people in Discord to invite Now Live to your server, you would do -NL invite, and it's just a quick, simple. There's the link to bring the bot into your server. It's the same exact link that the button on the website takes you to. So easy peasy there. See, list, there's a lot to that one. I already showed you ping. Okay, now if there were streams active, okay, doing -NL space streams is going to send you a direct message, and it's going to say, you know, oh, there's nobody on Mixer live, nobody on Picarto live, because I haven't configured anybody, so there's nobody on live, nobody live on the server yet. But beware, if you're following large games, large communities, have a lot of streamers programmed in, you're going to get several messages from the bot because the messages can only be so long. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're checking your streams, that you might get pages upon pages of streams if that's how many you guys are following. And I know some of you guys follow a lot because I see the database and I know. Okay, now if you want to filter streams based on the language that the streamer is broadcasting in. Now this isn't supported on all platforms. It's supported on Twitch and I believe Mixer, if I'm not mistaken. But you can go ahead and filter based on a certain language. Like say, your particular Discord server is French, okay? And you only want to filter French streams, streams that are being broadcast, broadcasters talking in French, the chat's going in French, for localization purposes, you can -nl streamlang, okay, and then the language. And all supported languages on Twitch are available. Okay, it's not, the bot's still going to reply whenever language you have it set in. So in our case, it's going to reply in English, but we're going to set it to streamlang French. So it's only going to look for streams in that language. Now you can set it to anything. If it's a supported language on the platform, it'll filter it. Let's see, Arabic. Go look for that one too. And if you want to reset it so it doesn't filter based on any language, you would just do streamlang space all. It's going to look for streams in all languages. Go ahead and clean up. And I believe that's about it for the basic commands. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save list for later once we get some things programmed in. But let's go ahead and look at the config command, all right? Like I said, every command has subcommands. They also have their own help commands. So like the big list of commands that showed for, the master help list, config has one of those too. And every single one has that as well. So config, help. Now it's going to show you. These are the subcommands. checkPerms, default, offline, default online message, setDefaultAnnounceChannel, Discord streams, twitchVods, setOfflineMessage, setOnlineMessage, and notify. And they have examples of everything down here, as well as a brief explanation of what each one does right below it here. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go down the lines from top to bottom. So we're going to look at checkPerms. That's more of an administrative command. If you're having issues, this is an easy way to see if your bot has all the permissions it needs in a particular channel. So you do no config checkPerms. Now if you just put checkPerms, it's going to check permissions for the channel you type it in. Okay, green is good. If there's a red X somewhere, that's not good. Keep that in mind. Now say you're in your bot configuration channel, but you have it set to announce here in Twitch announces. What you can do to check permissions over there without cluttering up that channel is -no config checkPerms and then Twitch announces, and it'll check permissions in that channel. See, check Twitch announces. And like I said, green is good. Red, if it's a red X, we have there's a problem. So you don't want red X's, you want green checks. Okay, so that's the checkPerms. Now default offline message. All right, by default, I have a default online and a default offline message set for the bot. So you don't have to change it. But if you want to change it, you can. And we'll get to that in a second. But if you need to reset it back to the default one, you just do no config default, and then you do either offline or online. Offline message, all one word. And that's it. Enter. That's it. Boom. It is now set back to default. And you do the same thing with the online message, just default online message. Okay, now Now Live has a really awesome function. I call it Discord streams because whenever you have anybody in your server that goes live on Twitch, and I'm working on a way to do it with YouTube as well, you can have them be announced in your server. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the help for Discord streams. And I'll config Discord streams and then help. Okay, so we have three options. You have to set the Discord channel you want them to go to. Have to. Have to. Otherwise, it will not work. Plain and simple. That is by design. It's not a flaw, I did that on purpose. Okay, so you would do no config, I can't spell, Discord streams, okay, and then we'll give it a channel. We'll do Twitch announces. That's not good. Why did I get an X? It's grumpy. Oh, because I did config. I can't freaking spell. Config with no N. Discord streams. Twitch announces. There you go. You will announce all server members when they go live on Twitch in Twitch announces. Easy enough, right? So now whenever you have anyone that goes online, as long as they have this, I'm just trying to find one real quick, this little purple dot right here, okay, saying they're streaming something or other, it will go ahead and announce them in your server. Easy peasy. Now if you only want people with a certain role to be announced, okay, you can update this. If I can spell config Discord streams, and you just mention the role. I don't actually have any roles set up, so I can't show you, but you just go ahead and type @ and then the role, and then it'll only pull live streams from that role. Now if you want to shut it off, like if it's getting too spammy or too crazy, I cannot spell config for some reason. Discord stream, and then you just type clear. And that's it. That's how you shut it off. Now, some people like it to announce and notify @ here, @ everyone, a person, a role. You can do that. You would just do config, notify, and we'll look at the help real quick. Okay, you can do none, which makes no notifications, which is the default. Here, just type the word here, not @ here. And then everyone, everyone. Or you can do it @ role mention or an @ user mention. Not sure like how this works real quick. As you see though, there are examples down here. So I'm gonna be lazy because I keep misspelling that. I'm just gonna copy it. Notify here. No @ just here. Okay. If you want to change it to everyone, just everyone instead of here. No @ mention, just the word here or everyone. Now keep in mind, I did talk earlier about changing the bot's language. All commands are still done in English. I'm sorry, but it's a restriction of the bot. Nothing I can do about it at this stage of the game. I'm in the middle of rewriting the bot. That'll be a whole other video at a later date. Let's see, if we want to mention me, yep, I'll @ mention Eggmort with every announcement. And you would do the same thing with a role. It'll say I'll @ mention that role with every announcement. Easy peasy. I don't like using that, so I always set it to none. So let's go ahead and clean up a little bit here. Don't need notify help anymore. Boom. Oh, there we go. Shift. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and just get back to the original help message here. Dang it, it won't delete that big thing. Delete. Alright, so message. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean this up a little bit without having to retype things. Okay, so back here to the main config help text. So we've hit on everything so far. I already showed you the setDefaultAnnounceChannel earlier. Discord streams, okay, twitchVods. Like, you guys know that Twitch has VOD replays, video on demand replays now. And those show up in the API and will be announced if you choose to. Twitch VODs are turned off by default. So if you want video on demand, videos on demand to be announced as if they were a live stream, that's super easy. Let's do nl-config Twitch VODs. Okay, and we'll look at the help for that. Like I said, everything has a help. So it's nl-config Twitch VODs on or nl-config Twitch VODs off. Easy peasy. Now we'll turn Twitch VOD replays on. And we'll copy that. Just save me from having to type and be embarrassed I can't type. And we'll turn them back off. Like I said, they're off by default, so. If you like VODs, by all means, turn it on. Okay, so now we're going to get into your set online and set offline message. Like I said, the bot has a default online and offline message. That's just there. If you want to customize it now, and a lot of people do customize it for their language, just customize it because they want it to look different, go right ahead. That's why it's there. So to customize it, you just do nl-config setOnlineMessage, okay, and you hit a space after that, and then you type whatever you want. Obviously, it has to be within length restrictions of the message. And you can also use several tokens, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull up the help file for that because that's got the tokens listed on it. You can see. Okay, now these are the tokens you can use. Okay, token is right here. It has to have a % sign on either side. It has to be in all capital letters. Very important for it to be in all capital letters. Okay, so if you put in %channel %, it's going to give the name of that channel. Followers, it's going to give you the total number of followers. Game, is going to give you the game being streamed. Now note, YouTube Gaming does not return the name of the game. So if you have this set and you have YouTube streams announced, it's going to show %game %. Okay? It's not a limitation of the bot, it's a limitation of YouTube. Okay? I've been all over Google in their forums trying to get them to add the game name proper to the API, and they say they're working on it, but Google's slow. Yeah. Notify. So if you set up an @everyone or an @role mention or an @person mention or whatever, you can have the notification anywhere in the message. By default, it's at the beginning of the message. Okay, but if you want it to be instead of something like this, is how it would look. Okay, that's like a default message. @everyone, egg is live, get in there. But if you put the notify token in there somewhere, it'll replace the notify token. You can do something like this. And then that'll put the @everyone right there instead of at the beginning of the message. That makes sense? Okay. Status, that's the title of the stream. URL is the URL of the stream. User is the same exact thing as channel. I know it's weird, probably confusing for some of you, but some people call streams channels, some people call them users. Different platforms refer to them differently, so I have them both in there just for simplicity's sake. All right. And then viewers is the current number of viewers. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll change this up a little bit. And I'll config, not config. We're going to set the online message to be, let's see, something good. Percent, channel percent, just started their stream, go check them out at, and then we'll do percent, URL percent, and if you haven't followed them, hit their follow button to join their. That's going to give the number of followers. There, and that's it. You don't have to put quotes around it, nothing crazy, just type. And that's what the message is going to give us. When we start programming the platforms, you'll see that it's going to show that. And the same thing for the offline message, but we're going to be deleting streams, so you're not going to see the offline message in this video. Okay. So that covers the config command. Like I said, I'm going to save list for the very end because that's going to list everything from stuff we configure. All right, so we will start with Twitch. Okay. Twitch has the availability to announce channels, games, teams, and communities. Okay. Now keep in mind, when you're adding games or communities, it's going to announce every live stream for that game, every live stream for that community. So for instance, if you were to put in Fortnite for a game, then it's going to announce all several hundred streams for that game. Same with communities. If you put in variety streamers as the community you want to follow, then it's going to spit out every live stream for variety streamers. Keep that in mind, because those kinds of things get spammy, and then you guys get cranky, you know, and come in and be like, I don't know what's going on. And then we try to run damage control, and then you guys have like a bajillion announcements you have to delete off of your server. So please keep that in mind when you're configuring these things, all right? So Twitch has one of the biggest help files. And now Twitch help, and I think it's most of the screen. Yep, it's actually a little more than the screen. Now don't be intimidated by this, it's actually not that difficult. Okay. Again, you have channels, communities, I'll skip game filters for right now, games, teams, and I'll skip tunnel filters for right now. I'll explain those in a minute. Okay. Add, remove, and update. And do a whole bunch of other crazy stuff in line, as well as add multiples. So let me go ahead and pull up the live database so I can get some active streams to put in here. Make sure I pull this off screen real quick so you guys don't see my junk. All right, that is the live database. But I just want to make sure I have some active streams. Actually, what I could probably do, I'll use that for Teams. Let's go to twitch.tv and let's just look for some live streamers, huh? What do you say? All right, so here. Let's look at some of the guys that I follow here. No, Tim's not live anymore. Oh. Take a look at some channels. I'm gonna pull top tier streams just because they're at the top. So sorry. We'll look at PUBG since they're the #1 game. All right, so Shroud. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here in Twitch configs. I made this channel just for all the Twitch configurations. What you're gonna do, NO, Twitch. This is important. Channel, because we're adding a channel. Otherwise, the bot doesn't know if you're adding a channel, a game, or anything like that. Okay. And then the name of the channel. We add Shroud. Now see, it's going to be announced in general. See that? So that's where the default announce message, or the default announce channel comes from. Oh my goodness.
Mic off. Mic on.
Got a hellified frog in my throat. But so there's a couple ways we can change that. We can do it inline. This is what I mean by inline, okay? Twitch, channel, shroud, and then add the channel at the end. And then it's going to update it to Twitch announces. Okay. Now, I recommend doing that, especially if you have multiple platforms and multiple things you want to have announced in different channels all over the place, all right? Now, hopefully I changed that with enough time so it doesn't actually announce in general. It might still announce here, it depends on where it was at in the cycle of looking for things. Also, keep in mind, when you first add a stream, the first announcement can take up to 30 minutes. Reason for that is there's one process that runs all the time looking for streams, okay? And if your stream wasn't in there when it started, it's gonna have to wait till that process is done and starts over, which as soon as it finishes, it starts again. So it could take up to, I don't know, I say up to 30 minutes, but usually about 15 to 20 minutes or so. That's about how long a cycle is. It's a busy bot, what can I say? So we added that channel, and it's going to show up here in Twitch announces when the bot catches it. Let's add a couple more. Let's see. Live Twitch channel Jukes. Oh, but it's going to general again. That's not good. Alright, so Twitch announces, and see, that's how you update your announcement channels. So if I ever tell you, or if one of my staff in the Not Live server tells you to, update it in line, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Okay. So now let's go ahead and add a game. Now, I'm not gonna add a top tier game because I don't want to get 50 bajillion announcements. It's just gonna slow down the rest of the announcements. I don't want to bog down the tutorial. I don't want to bog the bot down with a tutorial. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Here we go. Layers of Fear. That was actually just on sale recently. So what we will do, now live, Twitch, game, okay, and then just the game name as exactly as it appears. Capitalization doesn't really matter, but it's important to make sure you get the right game. Layers of Fear. And now we want that to be announced in Twitch game announces. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll add one more. Let's find something else that's not super popular. How about Deceit? There we go. Now live, Twitch game Deceit. Have that put in Twitch game announces. Now I'm not going to do as many examples for the other platforms because by then I hope you guys have an understanding of it. So that's how you would add. Now if you want to remove something, I kind of want to wait until something gets announced before I remove. You do it the same exact way. Just don't include this right here. All right. Actually, you know what the heck? We'll go ahead and remove Deceit. Now live, Twitch game. That's it. That's all I type. Remove the game. Easy peasy, right? Same with channels. So we go back up here. Who did I add? I added Jukes. So we'll go ahead and we're going to remove Jukes. Channel Jukes. It's going to remove Jukes, just like that. Now, if you have... Oh, wait, okay, let's move around. Twitch teams. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use Twitch teams that I know because they're the ones I'm in. Twitch team. And then the team name as it appears in the URL. So if you go to Twitch, let's see. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay, here's one of the stream teams that I'm in. Okay, it has to be this right here after the team. Okay, /team /the kingdom. Okay, if you put the space kingdom, it's not going to know what you're talking about. All right, so it has to be exactly how it is in the URL. So we're going to do Twitch team the kingdom. And it's going to announce it in general, where I don't want it. The kingdom, Twitch team announces. There we go. Sure it goes in the right spot. Look, we had something pop up. All right, so this is the small embed. Jukes was already in the queue, but I removed Jukes. So here we see Jukes was replaced. Well, %channel % was replaced with Jukes. The URL is up here as well as the number of followers. So this is your typical small embed announcement. Games and teams should be showing up here soon. But yeah, that's very important though with teams. Has to be what's in the URL. Okay. Communities, same kind of thing. You have to get the URL for it, and then pull the name as it is in the URL. So here, we'll pull up communities, find a smaller community, find a smaller community. Here, PC gaming, how about that? As you see up here, twitch.tv/community/PC gaming. You're going to want to just copy the PC gaming, and go back. Ooh, look at that, Twitch team announcements. Look at that, the kingdom is busy tonight. Those are all the stream team announcements. Alright, so we're going to do NL Twitch community, and then the name out of the URL. It's going to announce it in general. Why do I keep doing that? Can't spell community. PC gaming, I'm going to have that go into Twitch community announces. Okay, and that's your basic Twitch configurations. Okay, now you can get a little more advanced. There are some more advanced features. I'm going to touch on those real quick. Okay, let's go back to our help file here. You're going to see there's filters. Okay, title filters and game filters. Alright, now game filters are useful if you have like a variety streamer, but you only care about when they stream PlayerUnknown or Overwatch, right? You can set inline a game filter or multiple game filters. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Shroud and Twitch channel Shroud. You know, game filters, you're going to have your little squiggly brackets. Okay. If you don't know where your squiggly brackets are at, they look like this. Okay. They're usually right above your enter or return key on your keyboard on the right hand side, usually. So we're going to do Overwatch. Okay, so if I hit enter right now, all that's going to tell the bot is that we only want to announce Shroud that he's playing Overwatch. Okay, now you can add multiples in there as well if you want. You just use the, I don't know, I call it the bar character, which is right above your enter key on most keyboards. See, we can add in there something, let's see, World of Warcraft. What's another easy game? I'm drawing a blank. Fortnite. Okay, so if I do this, it's gonna add the game filters in there, so that he's only announced when those particular game filters or games are what he's playing. Oh damn, I forgot. Yeah, you can't edit game filters and title filters after you add the channel. It removes the channel first, and then you have to re-edit. It's a limitation of the bot. I'm aware it's not working as intended, but it will be fixed when the rewrite is complete. I promise you. All right. So what we see here is we re-added Shroud. It's gonna be announced in general. We don't want to be announced in general. Oi, oi, oi. Twitch channel Shroud. Which now it's not gonna re-announce them right now. I'm gonna set it though to do it. So I'm gonna go in the database and manipulate some things that I probably shouldn't do to make it re-announce. But yeah. So here, see, it's only gonna be announced when they're playing one of these games. Okay, they're gonna be announced in this channel, which I have updated, and we added the channel with the name Shroud. So easy peasy, right? So it hasn't picked up on communities yet. Teams it's picked up on, hasn't picked up on the games yet. Games and communities take a little longer just because it goes through like all bajillion freaking streams for it before it announces a particular game. The bot tracks a lot of games, so games and communities do take a little bit. So let's move right along. Now Mixer, or okay, rewind. Title filters. All right, title filters. If you have right here, this is the stream title. Okay, as it shows up on their stream. That's what they configured on Twitch or whatever platform. All right. So you can set filters word by word to filter out, like certain things that it will only announce. Like if you're a speedrunner, you're gonna want to look for like 80%, 100%, things like that. If you're looking for streams that only do like giveaways or have a song request and they have that in their title, exclamation SR, exclamation song request. Why are you showing up, CCleaner? Go away. You can filter it based on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove Shroud, because once again, you can only do title filters and whatnot on a fresh ad. I'm sorry, Shroud, if you're watching this, I'm using your channel as a guinea pig. Okay. So the cool thing is everything we've done up to this point can be added in one command. Okay, so we have Shroud. We want to make sure that he's announced only when he's playing these games. Okay, now for title filters, you want to put the square brackets around it. That way the bot knows, hey, there goes communities. Bada boom, bada bing. See, it's spamming out some community stuff. Okay, you want to make sure you use the square brackets, which is usually on the same key as your squiggly brackets. All right, and then you just put in the words you want to filter. Okay, one word at a time. So like if you want to do any percent, all one word. If you want to add multiples, you use the bar character. Any percent, exclamation SR. See, like if I'm back, you would do I'm bar back. Now it's really important that you separate them like this, because if you did something like this, just I'm back with no bar, it's going to never pick it up because it breaks the stream message down word by word by word. So if you have two words and it's comparing it against one word, it's going to come up as that's not the right word. So it's not going to return that stream. It's really important to separate them like that. Uh-oh, who got announced in general? Oh no, Layers of Fear still in general. Oh. Man, that's a busier community than I thought. Okay, anyways. So, and then you would go ahead and say you want him in Twitch announcements. So I know that looks really complicated, but I broke it down for you guys really good. You got your game filters right here. Okay, your title filters right here. Okay, and then your announcement channel right here. Hit enter, give you a big fat message that says added Shroud. They'll be announced in that channel. They'll only be announced when they're playing one of these games, and only be announced when one of these words is in the title. Okay, and don't freak out if it shows up in all lowercase. It's just the way I did it. So yeah, that is how you add and remove things at a bot. Just a quick recap. You can add over Twitch. You add channels, games. It just doesn't. Well, actually, it did pick up on games. It just spit it out in the wrong channel. Edit, configure it, right. Alright, and then communities and teams. So, let's go back here to general. Now, what if you say, hey, but how do I list everything that I've already put in the bot? Oh, that's where the list command comes in. NL list help. All the different things you can list. So let's see, for instance, we've already added Twitch channels, so we're going to list Twitch channels. List Twitch channels. We've added Shroud. That's his user ID in case you're curious. That's the channel he's going to be announced in. Those are the game filters you set up for him. Those are title filters that you set up for him. Okay. Let's take a look at communities here. I only want one line. And you have to copy this. You can just type it out if you want, but I'm just copying it for speed. This Twitch community, we've added PC Gaming. That's the ID for the community. And it's going to be announced in Twitch Community Announces. Now, the game filters and title filters, you can do that also with communities, games, and teams. Just add them all in the line like we did with the channels. All right, and so on and so forth, going down the line. Okay. Now, G filter and title filter, or G filter and T filter, you can add global title filters and game filters. So no matter what you configure in the bot, it'll always filter it through those game filters and title filters, regardless. I honestly, I recommend putting things in line, just to keep things, streamer specific and make sure that all your ducks are in a row. But some people like having global. So you do the same exact thing as if you added them up here or over here. You still have to use the square brackets around your title filter. You still have to use the squiggly brackets around the games in the game filter. Okay, you just have to do it that way, the way I designed it. Now Mixer is the same ideally as Twitch, but it only offers channels and teams. Okay. Picarto, same deal, only offers channels. Sorry, I'm looking to add some more filtering options and whatnot with the rewrite for these platforms. Smashcast, which is, I don't think anybody really uses Smashcast anymore, but it's still there. It offers channels, games, and teams. You add stuff the same way you did with Twitch, but instead of NL Twitch, you put NL Mixer or NL Picarto or NL Smashcast. Now here's where I get a lot of questions. Because YouTube Gaming, you have to use the channel ID, not the channel name. Now I'm going to show you where to get that channel ID from. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up gaming.youtube. This works too with regular YouTube, only for live broadcast though. So wait a second, let's pull up.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll look for live streams on YouTube Gaming. We're just going to grab the very first one here, okay, the Truth DT, doing some Dragon Ball Z. I'm going to mute it. So you look at this and you're like, well, hey, where the hell is the channel ID at? Okay, well, here's your video player, and right here you have the channel name, the Truth DT. Okay, so all you would do is you would click on that to get to his channel page, and then right up here in the URL, this big, long, jumbled mess of strings up here that starts with the UC is the channel ID. So you would just copy that, go back into the bot. Oh, look at that, more community announcements. We'll go down here to YouTube config, and we'll just do NL space YTG channel, and then the crazy long ID. And we added the Truth DT. He's going to be announced in general because I'm retarded. You can also update that to be in YTG Announces. Hopefully I caught it before the thing started. And yeah, that's basically it. One more thing. Basic settings for the bot. list those out too. -nl list settings. Wow, that stream was quick to get in there between my command. Shame on you. Okay, these are the basic bot settings you have set up on your server. Your bot language is set to English. Broadcasting language is set to all. We're going to delete things when they go offline. Okay, compact mode is to announce with a small embed. Here's your current online message that we configured earlier. Okay, here's the default offline message. Okay, the default announcement channel is general, and notifications is set to none, or no one, because no one's gonna get notified. And that shows you your basic settings. Yeah. Like I said, here we'll just do one quick mixer config on each, just to show you. Mixer channel, we'll just do me, because I have something on every single thing. Ignore it. It's not going to show me as going live. Did I spell something wrong? Oh yeah, that's right. Mixer has been weird lately. I think we're hitting rate limits somewhere. I haven't tracked it down yet. But everything works when I do it in Postman. Grumble, grumble. Why are you not working, Mixer? Oh, Mixer's being grumpy today, so we'll come back to it. Alright, so Smashcast. Same thing. NL Smashcast, channel Egmort, and look at that. I'm obviously not going live, but I would change that to be Smash Announces. Same principle for Smashcast teams and games. Picarto. Don't forget channel. It's really important. And there we go. Let's revisit Mixer here and see if it's done being grumpy. Get that up a little bit. There we go. It's not being grumpy anymore. If it's being grumpy, just give it a few seconds and come back. It's, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I've searched and hunted for this bug and I cannot find it. So it's going to be all fixed with the rewrite. I'm using a different system altogether for Mixer. So that won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, that is configuration of the now live Discord bot. Get back over here. If you guys are curious about how busy the bot is, this is just totally like random and not required for anything. Say type NL status. All right, it's going to show you how many servers the bot's in. Shards is basically how many instances of the bot are currently running. How many commands have been used, how many messages it's heard, the development team, how long it's been up since the last restart, whether this be 4 days, 10 hours, 0 minutes, 2 seconds. Active threads, that's a developer thing, and how long it takes to ping the Discord API servers. Now, if there's any important messages that the development team has, they're going to show up right here at the top of the status. All right. Now, if you need to report a bug or have a feature request, now please note I'm not adding any new features to the current bot. The bot is being rewritten. It's about a quarter of the way done-ish, roughly. It's been slow because of the holidays and whatnot, but I plan on picking it back up full time here right after the new year. Yeah, you can report those on Trello. Just do NL Trello, and it's going to spit out the link for you. Just go over here to the Trello real quick. This is the now live Trello. It's kind of busy. All right, these are various bug reports. A lot of them are unfounded. A lot of them are things I haven't been able to track down or find the source of. A lot of them are like little nitpicky things, and sometimes even feature requests make in there. I don't know why. If you guys do have a feature request, go over here into the feature requests and add a card. Okay. And when you add the card, put the basic idea in the card. So we're just going to do, I don't know, some random feature, add platform X, okay, and then add. Now you go into your card, and you're going to look over here, and you're going to see a little thing called required info. Okay, these are things that I need if you expect me to actually follow through on this feature request. All right, now most of this is for bugs, but I still do ask for your Discord username and your Discord server ID. Okay, so your username would be, like for me, ignore, capitalize that, and what you can really do is just right click on your name, go to your profile. Oh, it's not going to show because I'm in streamer mode, but there's a hashtag and then a 4-digit number after your name. Okay, so make sure that's in there, and then your Discord server ID. Now to get your server ID, you'll go into your server settings, and it's going to be grumpy because I'm in streamer mode. Okay, and you go into widget right here. Okay, now if streamer mode wasn't enabled, you would see something right here that says server ID, right about where I'm circling the mouse. It's like a big long number, like 15, 20 characters long. That's the number I need you to put right here, right? And it looks about right. And if this is a bug report, I need you to put what the expected outcome was, like what you expected it to do. And the actual outcome is what it actually did. Okay, and then you would save. And it's going to add that stuff here at the top. And then edit your description, put any additional information in there you might need, only happens once in a while, or, I think this would be a really cool addition to the bot because, don't just be like, hey, add this to the bot because it's cool. Like, try and give me some kind of good substantiation because I'm going to take time out of my day to do this if it's something that's worth putting into the bot. Okay, things I will not be putting into the bot: moderation features. Now Live announces streams. It doesn't moderate servers. Okay, music. Now Live is not a music bot. Never will be a music bot. I will not add music features to it. Okay, YouTube published videos. Okay, that's on my radar. A lot of people ask for it, and there's a really good chance I'm adding it to the rewrite. Okay, so no need to add that. If you want me to add a new platform, please give me a link to the platform and a reason why you think it'd be a good addition for the bot. Like, is it a busy platform? Is it a new platform? I mean, I don't want to have another Smashcast. Not knocking Smashcast, it's just the slowest of all the platforms that the bot uses. Okay, it has the fewest announcements come out of it per capita. I don't want to waste all my time doing, adding a platform and I get 5 announcements a month come out of it. To me that just doesn't seem like a worthwhile effort. Yeah, that's about it. If you want to be notified when I update things, you just add yourself, find yourself in the big long list of people, add yourself to the card. All right. Now labels, I wouldn't mess around with labels too much, but if you absolutely, positively have to put a label in there, only feature request is the only one that, feature request and bug report. There's only 2 I want you guys to use. Everything else is for internal purposes. All right. Checklist, don't worry about those. If you want to vote feature requests up, you can vote for stuff. All right. Some people vote, some people don't. That's why you see all these little thumbs up and stuff for over here. But only open new cards in feature requests and bug reports. Okay. When things are done and determinations are made, I'll move things around as needed. All right. And last but not least, if you guys do want to support Now Live, we do have a Patreon and a Patreon page. You can do NL Patreon to get that link. You just click on that link right there, and it takes you right there, and you can pledge or donate or subscribe or whatever you want to call it. Become a patron. And as long as you are in the Now Live server, you will get the cool patron role. All right, and you will also be featured on the Now Live website, to include your Twitch link, your YouTube link, your Twitter link if you have it. When you guys do this, I pull all this information manually based off of your stuff you have linked to Discord. In the future, that's going to be automated. So as long as it's linked to Discord, that information will show up on the website. Yeah, and that's it. And never mind that white line. That's a weird Chrome bug. But yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, please. Where did my thing go? Oh, right here. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free in the comments down below to ask your questions. I'm gonna have links to everything that I talked about in this tutorial video. So yeah, if you guys have any issues, please feel free to come by the server, hit us up, ask your questions. But I hope this video helps some of you guys out. Yeah. But on that note, I will talk to you guys later.